Oh, you know what? You're going to love this. I was just reading a comment on the internet that said 99.9999% of people hate the sound of their own voice. And listen, this is a problem. If you're going to stand up and share your story, if you're going to stand up and impact other people's lives and have a positive impact or persuade them to do things that they may have never believed to be possible. If you're going to stand up and impact them and persuade them to do things that they never imagined before, we can't have you worrying about the sound of your voice. So let's talk about your voice. I'm going to share with you public speaking tip number 30. 30, baby. 30. You've been along for the ride. And today I'm going to share with you public speaking tip number 30. Make your voice awesome. Now think about this. Have you ever recorded your voice? No? Okay, if you haven't, then I want you to record your voice after this. If you have, like most people have, then you've probably noticed that your voice doesn't sound the same. It doesn't sound the way that you imagined or you thought it sound. Am I right? Listen, I listened to my videos, and for the longest time, it took me a very, very long time to get used to hearing the sound of my own voice. And I was starting to wonder, I wonder if this is what I sound like to other people. And then I pressed play on one of the videos. It started to play. And I looked at my friends. And the voice was, they loved the voice. They loved it. He loved the voice. To me, it sounded, yeah, you probably had that same problem, right? You had that same problem. If not, press pause, record your voice on your phone, and listen to it. You know, some people have stopped leaving they used to have the automatic, the voice messages where you record a voice on your phone, and I've heard a friend told me, he said one day he spent like 3 or 4 hours trying to get the voice to sound right on his phone. 3 or 4 hours. It took him 3 or 4 hours to get the voice right on his phone. How long is it going to take you to get your voice right so that you can stand up in front of an audience and wow them, make it sound good? Listen. Here's what I want you to know. Here's what I want you to know this week or today. Here's what I want you to know today as part of public speaking tip number 30. I want you to know this. We're talking about making your voice awesome. So I want you to know this. And believe it or not, you have the ability. You have the ability to control the audience with the sound of your voice. You have the ability to control the audience with the sound of your voice. You can either excite them to action, you can lull them to sleep and put them to sleep and so that they fall out their chair, or you can inspire, motivate, and influence them to adapt new ideas, beliefs, and new ways of thinking. You can help them to change their life. But how do you do that? How do we make your voice awesome? How do we get your voice awesome? 5 things I want you to focus on. There's 5 things I want you to focus on. Okay? And when the video's over, I want you to pull out your recorder. Listen, pull out your phone. I've got mine here. Pull out your phone. It's got a recorder on it. If your phone doesn't have a recorder on it, I want you to visit the store and get a new one. Turn on your phone, and record your voice. Record your voice and listen to it. And here's what I want you to think about. First thing I want you to think about is is my voice, is it pleasant to the ear? Yeah, is it pleasant to the ear? Does your voice make you seem like a nice person? A nice person. The type of person that smiles occasionally. You see, you're worried about the sound. I want you to think about this. Number 1, does my voice make me sound like a nice person? Does it make me sound friendly? Like someone that people would actually want to talk to? If the answer is yes, then you're good. If the answer is no, I want you to smile a little bit. I want you to smile occasionally. Smile on purpose. When you're talking, I want you to smile on purpose so that your voice will sound friendly. Believe it or not, I was working with a coach myself a few years ago, and I still work with a coach. I still work with great coaches. But I was working with a presentations coach a few years ago, and he listened to me. He said, "Ernie, wow, chum, you sound..." And he's got this awesome British accent. And he says, "Well, chum, is there a problem? Just smile. It's okay to smile." He said, "Ernie, it's okay to smile." I took it away. I smiled, and he said, "When you smile, not only do you look good," he said, "not only do you look good when you smile, but people think you're more persuasive." And he said, "For you, Ernie, because you're such a big, strong guy, and you refuse to cut that beard, Ernie, it's going to make you seem very friendly. So I want you to think about that. Does my voice make me seem friendly? All right. And then here's what I want you to do. I want you to think. Number two, I want you to think, am I using my natural voice? Are you using your natural voice? Strangest thing. Strangest thing. It always happens. I work with a lot of clients, and some of my clients, they've had some acting experience. They've had some experience hiding their voice. Trying to sound more manly when they're on stage, or trying to sound more like an entertainer or a performer. And for some reason, they don't use their regular voice. Now, this becomes a problem. If you're a good stage actor, hey, maybe you can get away with it. But if you're really looking to connect with people, if you're looking to connect and bring them to a new realization and help them to do some things, you can't hide behind your voice. I need you to use your regular voice. Use your regular voice. Talk to them just like I talk to your friends. Talk to them like you talk to your friends. All right? When you talk to your friends, you're not hiding behind your voice. You're relaxed. And I need you to relax. Share your voice, okay? So number one, is my voice pleasant? Does it make me seem friendly? Number two, am I using my natural voice? And number three, is my voice authoritative when it needs to be? Sometimes it needs to be friendly. Other times your voice needs to be authoritative. You see, because when you stand up on stage to speak, you want to be an authority. And in order for you to be an authority, you have to speak with confidence, and you have to speak with an authoritative voice. You see, when I stand up on stage and I tell people that you can be, do, and achieve anything that you believe you can do, sometimes I'll say it with great authority. And since I say it with authority, they believe me. But they also believe me because I'm using my regular voice. I smile when I need to. My voice is natural and it's authoritative. I want you to be authoritative. Be confident in what you're going to share. Be confident in the message. If you don't believe it, nobody's going to believe it. If you could believe it, then be an authority. Speak with authority. Speak with an authoritative voice. And then number 4, show emotion. Show some emotion, all right? Listen, show some emotion. Yeah, I know it's very repetitive. They say, Ernie, you're so repetitive. You know why I use repetition? I use repetition. Sometimes I make a mistake. I speak all day, but I use repetition because it enhances the learning process. It helps you to remember it, okay? It helps you to remember it. Be repetitive. Show some emotion. Smile. If you're happy, speak as if you're happy. If you're strong, speak as if you're strong. If you want to tell a sad story, speak softly. Let those sad emotions come through. You know, one day, not too long ago, weirdest thing happened to me. I was giving a presentation and I thought, and I had to take my glasses off because I came to a point where the thing that I was sharing was so emotional. I almost had to wipe an eye, but I let that emotion show through. Some of you, some people that I work with, and you may be one, but they're afraid to show that emotion. Let your emotions show through. You can be strong, you can be sharp, you can be in control, but occasionally we need some emotion. Because when you talk to your friends, when you talk to the people that you really care about, that you really want to influence, you speak with emotion. Don't get up on stage and speak with no emotion and monotone. Don't do it. All right? Don't do it. And here's the last thing I want you to think about. Is my voice rhythmic? Is there a rhythm to my voice? Is it in harmony with, is my message, my voice in harmony with the message that I'm trying to share? Does it sound good? You know, occasionally when I speak, I was at a presentation last week, it was last Wednesday, and a gentleman stood up and he said, you know, Ernie, you've got this flow and it's a little different. It's almost like a Southern Baptist preacher. He says, I love the rhythm. What's the rhythm like on your presentation when you're speaking? How rhythmic is your voice? I want you to think about that. Think about those 5 things. You don't remember them? I'm not even going to summarize them. If you want to hear them again, press rewind, go back and listen to them again. Hey, this is me, your boy, Ernie Davis, all right? Listen, Until the next video, right? I think this is number 30. Join me on the next video. We're going to do this. You're going to be great. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. But until then, peace out.